A local neighborhood watch group says it's had to work a little harder to keep the trust of some of the people it's serving. It's tonight's Crime Tracker 10 Crime Fighters. Well, what makes you different from a neighborhood watchman?
Well, our major goal is to observe and report. We don't get that close to a situation. We don't have weapons of any kind.
Kevin Widmer says he's fielded a lot of questions about the Community Crime Patrol since the Trayvon Martin case.
But I just explain the differences. I just tell them that there's a bazillion different things about what we do and what happened that day.
Widmer's patrols work in teams of 2 or 3, wearing clearly marked clothing. He says they don't confront suspicious people or pursue them.
We would never have done that. We would have listened to the dispatcher and just waited for the police.
South Columbus is one of the newest areas for the Crime Patrol. It's an area where revitalization is taking root in the midst of long-standing blight, neglect, and crime.
If you live in a nice neighborhood, people tend to take care of it. If you live in a neighborhood that's already run down, you just go with the flow.
Something the Community Crime Patrol has been good at is keeping an eye on property. Down here in the South End, there's a lot of new builds going up, infill housing, and some of these properties get broken into before they get occupied. These neighborhood patrollers stay on the lookout for people going between houses, looking inside cars, or knocking on doors to see if anyone's home. Paul Hart is glad for the patrol, but looks on it as just a bonus to what his Barthman Street neighbors are already doing for themselves.
Everybody around here on this street here knows who lives next door, and they'll watch us out for each and every one of us.
Southside organizers tell me their goal is to empower residents throughout the neighborhood to take back their streets. They see the Community Crime Patrol as assisting in that effort, but they also want to see landlords held more accountable when they let their property slide into disrepair and turn into breeding grounds for crime.